first and foremost about the exodus of Tory MPs before the upcoming elections. As I said, the number I think is at 79 now. Amongst those grandees who decided not to stand again, Michael Gove, who said leave means leave last night, and then it was followed by Andrea Leadsom, who of course almost became Tory leader after the referendum in 2016. Then we had Dominic Raab in the past, who said Theresa May's decided not to do it. Lots of other people. And I think something like 7 cabinet members have decided not to run again over the last few cabinets. Anyway, so lots of them deciding not to do it. Why they're doing it? Does it give you some indication of the lack of confidence inside Tory ranks? Let's go to Nick in Kings Lynn in Norfolk. Nick, you're on the air.
Yeah, hello, Matt. I know it's unlikely, but it may cause some kind of constitutional crisis. But it's not beyond the realms of possibility that even Rishi Sunak could join these defectors before the election. What's to stop them bringing in their hallowed, beloved Boris Johnson, whipping him through the old House of Lords daisy chain, putting him back there? But I think there is the reason why many of these particular batch of Conservative MPs are leaving or defecting is because since 2010, basically, and we've had since then all the Brexit furore and everything else, they've all felt very, very complacent about getting re-elected again. It's been a very nice backup, being an MP in Parliament, as being a very nice backup to, no doubt, many of their outside lucrative interests, whether it be in finance, journalism, or presenters on news presenters and things like that. But now, of course, it's different. Even though Labour really are merely exploiting the failure of 14 years of Tory, they now feel that they just don't want to be seen standing on a platform losing and being voted out.
I mean, but you could also argue, Nick, who can blame them? I mean, if you've been in Parliament for 14 years or perhaps longer, in the case of Sir John Redwood, since 1987, I mean, would you want to necessarily either face the humiliation of defeat in your own constituency that you've served for all that time, or indeed just sit on the opposition backbenches? I mean, it might be a heroic thing to do so, but not everyone's a hero.
Yeah, but surely it's just the principles, isn't it? If they stood for various ideals and principles all their time. Well, if they feel they're going to be defeated, at least go on the ballot and lose indignity. It's just all about political principles, really. But that's the reason why I think most of these defectors are losing. I know in my seats up here in Norfolk, they're all very, very very safe. So none of them are leaving. I think people will vote for a donkey if he had a blue rosette on up here. But and that's the reason, really. Is these people who really had a reputation for many years as staunch Conservatives, they just don't want to be seen losing, even though it's against Starmer.
Okay, so what are you going to do in this next election then?
What am I going to do?
I don't hear any enthusiasm for anything in particular. Am I right?
You're right. So if I was going to vote for anybody, it would be for Labour, despite the problems.
So you might not vote at all?
Pardon?
You might not vote at all?
But it depends on the situation. If there was a staunch left of centre candidate standing up here in Norfolk, Kings Lynn, which there isn't, perhaps an independent, then I would, yeah. But
so what's wrong with the Labour Party then?
What's wrong with the Labour Party? Well, it's just bailed out. It's just
you think it's not left enough?
Ever since Corbyn the era, all that Keir Starmer has done is simply underwrite everything the Tories are doing.
We're going to talk about Corbyn and Labour in the next hour, but if you were just, because you're on the line now, if you were in Islington North, his constituency in London, where he is standing as an independent against a Labour candidate, would you vote for Corbyn there?
Well, now that he's made the decision to finally liberate himself from Starmer's Labour, I hope he absolutely hammers, in inverted commas, electorally hammers the whatever candidate Starmer puts up. I don't know if that's been decided yet, but I heard Paul Mason is in the pipeline. If that's the case, then all the more reason for Corbyn to hammer him.
All right.
I think Corbyn could quite easily win that seat.
Okay, well, I think he's confident of doing so, and we hope to be speaking to him in the next few days at some stage. Nick and Kings Lynn, thanks very much. Let's go to Les in Dundee. Les, what do you think?
I'm beginning to think I'm probably the only one in the country that believes in the possibility of Sunak doing the impossible. All he needs to do is to get in with a very small majority, effectively a brand new party, disciplined party. And I see a parallel between this election and the Major Kinnock one. But Kinnock was so cocksure, and of course it was overturned.
So
He has a tough job. There's two good, strong people there. Kinnock himself, or Sunak himself, I think has proved himself. He's got a good chancellor in Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's my opinion. Maybe wild of the mark. I really think that's possible. It's not going to worry me any situation because I will be voting for Alba.
Ah, right, okay.
Oh, I said,
there we go.
So I think I'm just being kind of the fly in the ointment in a sense.
All right, you're going to vote for Alba, but do you think the Tories deserve another shot in power in Westminster?
I think Sunak should be given a chance because he's there by default now rather than having been elected.
Why would, I mean, he's not earned your vote because you're going to vote for someone else, but why should he be given another chance? Just lay that out, especially for disappointed Tories.
Because he's achieved more or less what he decided he wanted to achieve. Things are going to either get better, speaking from a monetary standpoint, or they're going to get worse.
Mm. So things are improving a little bit, aren't they? But people aren't feeling it. Famously, especially with inflation, it takes quite a long time before people feel the improvement.
And that's why I think, give him a chance, things are beginning to improve. What surprised me is that he ran 6 months ahead of time, effectively. Mm. So what does he know that we don't know?
Right.
But I think there would be more disciplined. Labour to me is a joke. But there you are. That's my opinion, for what it's worth.
Okay. All right. And but just very quickly, Les, are you surprised that they called the election so early? Just in 10 seconds? Are you surprised they called the election this early?
Yes, I'm puzzled over it. Mm-hmm. Very puzzled. But it's good I'd like to listen to your programme. It's nice to chat to you.
Oh, it's nice to chat to you. Les in Dundee, how polite. Thank you very much indeed.